Sasha Alexander has confirmed she will not be returning to NCIS, closing the chapter on her role as Caitlin Todd. Reflecting on her 2-year stint, she expressed no regrets, despite the intense schedule and long work hours. Alexander left the show in 2005, citing the demanding workload and a desire for a fulfilling personal life. She shared that stepping away allowed her to pursue a happy family life and creative freedom. While she fondly remembers her time on NCIS, Alexander has moved on to other successful projects, such as Rizzoli and Isles, and remains content with her decision. Sasha Alexander's comment confirms she's never returning to NCIS. "I had a wonderful time doing it for 2 years, though." Sasha Alexander confirms she won't return to NCIS, closing the chapter on Caitlin Todd after a memorable 2-year run with no plans for a sequel. NCIS fans, it's time to let go. Sasha Alexander isn't coming back, and she's perfectly cool with it. Her 2-year stint as Caitlin Todd might have been brief, but it packed a punch, leaving fans wishing for more. Still, Alexander's clearly moved on, and there's no looking back. While her exit shook stuff up back in the day, it seems like she's happily left the crime-solving and Gibbs rules behind for good. So, if you've been holding out hope for a Caitlin Todd cameo, it's time to put that dream to rest. Alexander already closed that chapter, and honestly, she nailed her run, no need for a sequel. Sasha Alexander opens up about leaving NCIS, no regrets, just freedom. Sasha Alexander isn't coming back to NCIS, and she's got zero regrets about it. Joining NCIS in 2003 as Agent Caitlin Todd, Alexander quickly became a fan favorite before deciding to leave the show in 2005. Why? The brutal TV grind. With NCIS running for 22 seasons, the workload was intense. Alexander opened up about it in interviews, calling the experience hardcore, with workdays stretching to 17 hours, 10.5 months a year. People don't realize that on a network show, you make 24 episodes a year, that's 10.5 months a year, 17 hours a day. It's hardcore. Plus, people really loved the character, and the way they did it was really shocking. It was a bullet to the head, you know? She even told TV Guide she couldn't see herself having a fulfilling personal life if she stayed. The idea of waking up in her 40s with regrets about missed opportunities was a wake-up call she wanted to avoid. She alluded, "I really firmly believe in my heart that I would not be where I am today, happily married, with 2 kids, doing things creatively that I want, if I had stayed. I didn't want to wake up and be in my 40s and go, oh, my gosh." But people don't understand. Despite her departure, Alexander still fondly remembers her NCIS stint. In a chat with Zap2It, she shared, "I had a wonderful time doing it for 2 years, though." Even with the grueling schedule, she appreciated the role and the experience it gave her. Post-NCIS, she went on to star in Rizzoli and Isles, appearing on shows like Shameless, Law & Order, SVU, and FBI, carving out a successful career beyond the demanding network TV hustle. Sasha Alexander's departure highlights a reality many actors face. Sometimes, personal happiness and creative freedom matter more than fame or big shows. Michael Weatherly reveals DiNozzo's flinch in Sasha Alexander's shocking NCIS death scene. Michael Weatherly dropped a cool little behind-the-scenes detail about NCIS's iconic Season 2 finale. During the Off-Duty, an NCIS Rewatch podcast, he admitted to a flinch mishap during Kate Todd's death scene. If you watch the scene in slow motion, this is a little Easter egg for the people at home. If you watch just before the dot appears that they digitally put there, but there's a blood pack on the back of your head that Larry Fuentes or whoever. It went out. And blood goes all over my face, but Larry was in front of me, so I flinch right before the blood hit, right before the dot. So I'm flinching before you get killed. Kate's shocking exit remains a standout moment, thanks to that brutal Ari Haswari bullet to the head. Imagine seeing Kate back on screen, even just in memories. That would be epic.